Hey guys, Cool Guys Life here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make popular MMOs. This was suggested by, let me see here, was posted back a while ago. No. GC Wrigley. Thanks for the suggestion. So, like I said, I am going to be making popular MMOs, so let's get crack-a-lackin'. To make this guy, you're going to need cyan terracotta, gray wool, light gray wool, black wool, white wool, blue wool, cyan wool, and light blue wool. So, to start off with the statue, you're going to want to do one dark gray, two light gray, two dark gray, two light gray, one dark gray. For the next row, do one light gray, one gray, one light gray, two dark gray, one light gray, one dark gray, one light gray. For the next row, do three light gray, two blue wool, three light gray. For the next row, do one light gray, two gray, two blue, two gray, one light gray. For the next row, do one light gray, one black, one gray, two blue, one gray, one black, one light gray. For the next row, do one light gray, two gray, two blue, two gray, one light gray. For the next row, do, well, one black, one light gray, one black, two blue, one black wool, one light gray, one black. For the next row, do three gray, two blue, three gray. I keep on saying gray, but it's actually light gray. Sorry about that. For the next row, do one dark gray, one black, four gray, one black, one gray. For the next row, do one gray, one blue, four gray, one blue, one light gray. For the next row, do three gray, two black wool, three gray. For the next row, do one black wool, six gray, one black wool. If you wanted to do that a simpler way, just place the blacks here and then fill the rest in with light gray. I don't know why I did it that way whenever I could have just done that simpler. For the next row, do two light gray, one black, two gray, one black, two gray. Now, it's time to move on to the torso with the Dinosaur Face. Yeah, I took a picture from the other statue I made before making this video. And to make finding the arms easier, you gotta place it on the eyeballs of the little smiley face on his legs. And do two black, one gray, one black. Then just do the same. For the next row, do two gray, four light gray, two gray. For the next row, do one cyan. Well, that's terracotta. One black, one cyan. Wrong block. Literally just listen to the block I say, and I'm not actually going to start saying, like, this until I get onto the back, because the back has none of this. So, just giving you a little tidbit of information. And then after that, two black. After these two blacks, you want to do one cyan, one black, one cyan. For the next row, do 3 gray, 2 black, 3 gray. Not in front, on the actual statue. Thank you. For the next row, do 1 light gray, 1 gray, 1 light gray, 2 black, 1 light gray, 1 gray, 1 light gray. For the next row, do 2 light gray, 1 gray. Nope, wrong block again. Oh, that's a mix-up. 2 light gray, 1 gray, 2 light gray. And you actually want to do this for 2 rows, so just do the same thing for this row. For the next row, you want to do 3 gray, 2 light gray, 3 gray. For the next row, do 1 gray, 1 cyan terracotta, 1 gray, 2 light gray, 1 gray, 1 cyan, 1 gray. For the next row, do 1 blue, 1 light gray, 1 gray, 2 gray, 1 gray, 1... Oh, that's actually white. So break these 2 light grays and instead replace those with white. And then this wants to be blue. For the next row, do 2 white. You actually can do this. Stack it up like that. And in the center, we want to do 1 cyan, 1 black. Excuse me. 1 gray, 1 cyan. For the next row, do 2 gray, 1 black, 1 gray. And this should be your front. And yes, I did never comment on this, but in my opinion here, it almost looks like a little dinosaur face. Because, like, this is the eyeballs, that's the nose, and that's the mouth. I find it kind of funny. Now, it's time to move on to the arms. Instead of walking like the... I don't remember what his name was. But I know he's a skin. The only reason is I have him. So, to start off on his arms, we want to do, on top of this row, do 2 black, 1 light gray, 1 black. For the next row, do 2 light gray, 2 black. For the next row, do 1 gray, 1 black, 2 gray. I don't know why I'm saying gray whenever, like I said before, it's actually light gray. I'm mishapping on my words, you could say. Did I seriously screw up on this dude already? Yeah. That's actually what it wants to look like. For the next row, do 1 light gray, 3 black. For the next row, just do 2 gray, then the rest is black. Like that. For the next row, just do a solid row of black. For the next row, do 1 gray, 1 black, 2 gray. Oh yeah, and also sorry if I say next row a lot. It's just sort of for me to keep track, but at the same time it really isn't. Yeah. So, for the row above that, yeah, I'm just going to keep on saying next row. For the row above that, just do 1 black, 2 gray, 1 bleh, 1 gray. For the next row, do 2 light gray, oh, it's 3. 3 light gray, 1 blue. For the next row, do 1 gray, 2 gray, 1 blue. I keep on calling that gray again. For the next row, do 2 gray, 1 black, 1 white. And now, all you want to do is come over here and do the exact same thing. But since there's so much detail, I'm just gonna basically just do it row for row again. So for the second row of the arms, you want to do 2 black, 1 light gray, 1 black. For the next row, do 1 gray, 1 black, 2 light gray. For the next row, do 2 black, 2 light gray. Oh, and if I start saying gray for the light gray, just pay attention to the color and place the correct color instead of gray. Because if you place gray, then it ain't gonna look good. Sorry about that. I would have kind of continued if my mom did not call. But continuing from where we left off. You guys probably already finished the arms. Maybe not. You probably got up to here. I was trying to do it. It's not easy. So, for the next row, you want to do 3 black, 1 light gray. For the next row, do 1 black, 2 gray, 1 black. For the next row, do 4 black, 2 light gray, 1 black, 1 gray. For the next row, do 1 gray, 2 light gray, 1 black. For the next row, do 1 blue, 3 light gray, not in front, 3 light gray. Then for the next row, do 1 blue, 2 gray, 1 light gray. For the next row, do 1 white, 1 black, and 2 gray. After you had that, this is the front. Now, it's time for us to move on to the back. And on the back, there is a cape. So at the end, you have the choice to make it a little 3D. You don't want to, you don't have to. I just like making my stuff 3D. So from there, you want to move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I have a question for you guys. Has this ever happened to you where you're playing your video games and then all of a sudden your TV goes into static and then you're left there and then it pops back on, yet your PlayStation or Xbox never turns off, yet your TV's static, but then Minecraft is still on, but then it goes back in and Minecraft's still there. That literally happened to me while I was trying to build a statue. It was a little weird. Like the TV physically turned off and then turned itself back on. It's happened to me before, but it's still weird whenever it happens. For the next row, you want to do 3 gray. Yeah, 2 light gray. No, it's actually cyan. 2 cyan. 2 dark gray. For the next row, do 3 gray. Okay, this is going to being called clay instead of cyan. Cyan's now going to be called cyan. Just clarifying that with you guys. So, continuing from these 2 blocks, you want to do 2 cyan, 3 gray. For the next row, do 2 clay, 1 cyan, 2 blue, 1 cyan, 2 clay. Touche, 2 clay. Those sound exactly the same. For the next row, do 2 gray, 4 blue, 2 gray. For the next, well, row, do 1 cyan, 6 blue, 1 cyan. What you want to do is you want to move it up until you reach the top of the arms. I think I might go and grab a water. Probably not. Touche to clay. Oh yeah. For the next row, do 1 cyan, 2 blue, 2 cyan, 2 blue, 1 cyan. For the next row, do 1 cyan, 1 blue, 1 cyan, 2 light blue, 1 cyan, 1 blue, 1 cyan. For the next row, do 2 cyan, 4 light blue, 2 cyan, and you actually want to do this for 2 rows. I kind of just realized that. For the next row, you want to do literally these 2 rows. That's all you want to do. So literally, you could just look down below and be like 1 cyan, 1 blue, 1 cyan, 2 light blue, 1 cyan, 1 blue, 1 cyan. But not the out loud part. For the next row, do 1 cyan, 2 blue, that wrong color, 2 cyan, 2 blue, 1 cyan. For the next row, do cyan on the ends of your row, then blue everywhere else. For the next row, do 4 blue, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 white, 3 blue. For the next row, do 3 blue, 2 white, 3 blue. And you actually want to do this for 2, so for the next row, do just do 4 in the center, then 2 blue, then do black on the ends of your row, and white wool. And this right here, at the end, in my opinion, it looks better. But that cape, I'm going to extend out. By a block. You literally could do it now if you wanted to. Just bring it out to make it more 3D, but I'm just going to save it to the end. For the back of the arms, what you want to do is you know where it is because of this. We're going to do 2, 3 black, 1 gray. For the next row, do 1 black, 1 light gray, 2 black. For the next row, do 2 light gray, 1 black, 1 gray. Wow, I mixed up my colors there. For the next 2 rows, just do, well, yeah, literally just do what I'm doing, except for, so literally for the next 2 rows, it was 1 light gray, 2 black, 1 gray. For the next row, do 1 black, 1 gray, 2 black. For the next row, just do a solid row of black, And literally for the row above, it's the exact same row as this one. Except for you want cyan here. For the next row, do 3 black, 1 cyan, 1 cyan. For the next 2 rows, do 3 gray, 1 cyan. Like I said, for the next 2 rows. For the last row of the arms, you want to do 3 gray, 1 black. Then all you want to do is just come over here and do the exact same thing. But since it's harder to literally try and copy it whenever you're standing here, and just going for the diagonal, I'm just going to explain it again. So, what you want to do is you want to place 1, 2, 3, 1 gray. For the next row, do 2 black, 1 gray, 1 black. For the next row, do 1 gray. Yes. I don't know why I just randomly said that. 1 black, 2 light gray. For the next row, do 1. For the next 2 rows, do 1 gray, 2 black, 1 gray. For the next row, do 1 gray, 2 black, 1 gray. For the next row, do 2 black, 1 dark gray, 1 black. And sorry if my head is not straight. My head isn't straight on today. My head isn't on straight. That's how you say it. For the next row, you want to do a solid row of black, 1 gray, 2 black, 1 black. For the next row, just do a solid row of black. Wait, is that right? That don't seem right. If you're copying the arms, wouldn't it be... That seems more right than what I have. Well, for me at least. On my picture, I have this. That doesn't seem right, though. You know what I mean? You would think you would have the 2 blocks there rather than just having it randomly floating. And truth be told, he does have the 2 blocks there. How in the world did I mess that up? For the sides, just come to any side because the sides are literally exactly the same. I'm just going to start over here because that's where the picture is taken. So, what you want to do is you want to place 2, well, just do 2 solid rows of gray, 2 cyan, and yes, I will start calling this cyan because all the cyan's stuck there. 2 gray. Actually, do 2 solid rows of gray. Solid row of black, solid row of light gray, solid row of gray, 2 solid rows of light gray, I'm actually going to check something and see if I messed that up. Yep. These blocks here want to actually be dark gray. And with that little fix, that wants to just be dark gray right there. Sorry about that. For the bottoms of the arms, you just want to do all black. And this time, I do not. Because if you actually put on the details, he has like brown on him, on his skin, and it's the dual blocks. So it's not easy, especially whenever it's the dual blocks. Because Minecraft, you cannot do dual blocks. The only way you could is if you had a mod. For the second row of the arms is a solid row of black. For the next 3 rows, you just want to do 3 solid rows of gray. For the next 4 rows, just do 4 solid rows of black. For the last final rows, just do 3 solid rows of dark gray. And once you get in on the top, just come in by 3 with your black wool. Then all you want to do is just come over here, do the exact same thing, so I'm not even going to explain anything. All I want to do is look at this and just copy. And, just to let you guys know, I am going to be gone for the next 2 weeks, but I am going to try my best to, whenever I get back, make however many statues I can before, well, school starts back up for all of us. So, yeah. So hopefully, I'll be on my top game. I'll be posting videos every day. If not, then I'll probably be back to like every 2 months. I might post a video. And the only reason is because some weekends I'm like, I work, and then it does not work out for me to post a video. So then I wait, and then I notice that it's too late, so then I go back and post another video. So, what you want to do for the face, once you have the sides done, you want to come up here, place 8 dark gray. Then, you're going to come out and place 1 light gray on the ends of the row, a solid row of black. And if you guys do notice, this is 1 row shorter than what every other head is. The main reason is because if you know, popular Mmos is wearing like a helmet. So what I'm doing is I'm going to build the interface, and then I'm going to show you guys how to make the detail on the front after I make this. So what you want to do is on top of that, stack 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just do 3 solid rows on top of that. For the next row, do 1 gray, 2 cyan, 2 black, 2 cyan, 1 light gray. And on the actual skin, if you look, he has these things right here. But with it, it's going to be covered by his little mask. So there's really no point in putting it here. For the next row, you want to do 1 light gray, 6 black, 1 light gray. You actually want to do those for the next 2 rows. And this is the inner face. For the next row, and I literally went out of my picture. For the next row, you want to do, well, this is actually coming out by 1. You want to do 1 light gray, 2 gray, skip 2, do not place any blocks right here, then do 2 gray, 1 light gray. For the next row on top, which is form the mask, you want to do 2 light gray, 1 gray, skip 2, and then do the same thing. For the next row, you want to do 3 gray, skip 2, then another 3. For the next row, do 1 light gray, 2 gray, skip 2, 2 gray, 1 gray. For the next row, you want to do just grays on the end coming forward. For the next row, you want to do 1 gray, skip 1, 4 gray, skip 1, 1 gray. And, okay, I did make it 1 block taller than it's actually supposed to. So break this top row, and then what you want to do is you want to do 2 gray, 4 light gray, 2 gray. And this right here, you actually can just break and place in with light gray. Because once you're on the top, the whole top is light gray. There's no black right here. Now, let's move on to the back. For the back, what you want to do is you want to come off the back by, you could guess it, over the back by 2. And there we go. And for the back, what you want to do on top of this is just do, I don't know. If only I had like little things coming off the ends. You just want to do 2 solid rows of light gray coming up. Then do, for the next 2 rows, do 1 light gray, 6 black, 1 dark gray. I call that light gray. I am mishapping and messing up left and right. Yeesh. For the next row, do 2 gray, 4 light gray, 2 gray. For the final row, do 1 black, 1 gray, 4 light gray, 1 gray, 1 black. And that is the, okay, back of the face. Now it's time to move on to the sides, and the sides are exactly the same. So, what you want to do is you want to place 1, 2, 3, coming out like that. Then come down by 2. And I'm just going to go over to this side and do that same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then once you have that, literally just fill the rest of this in with your light gray, as shown. Then you want to do, for the top of the head, just fill it all in with your light gray. And then, for the last and final detail, you want to place a light gray here, and then another one here. And that's what that should look like. And once you have that, you are actually completely done with your, popular Mmos statue. And thank you for thank you guys for all the support. I am happy for about reaching 50 subscribers. At 100, I might do a little something different, but actually this is him done. But like I mentioned, now this was going to be hard. That's white. That's blue. That's cyan. like I did mention, I like to expand this out. And I know it may be hard for you guys since I still have that GUI off. But you can tell where I'm placing. Right? Don't ask me how I'm doing this. I don't even know how I'm doing it. In my opinion, it's physically impossible to do it without seeing the blocks you're holding. But apparently I'm figuring it out. Imagine playing Minecraft like this in survival. That would be hard. Actually comment down below if you would want me to do Minecraft survival living without seeing my hotbar. That would honestly be a great series. Minecraft survival without seeing your stuff that you're holding. So yeah, if you do want to see that, just comment down below. And if one person comments it and it gets a lot of likes, then I'll definitely do that. I'm kind of thinking at 100, I might do a game called Pedestrian. I didn't mention that before. I've just never gotten around to doing it because these statue tutorials get more views than my actual gaming videos. So, on that little note, I hope you guys all have a nice day, and I will see you next time. Probably it might be on the 18th or 20th. On that little note, I will see you guys later. Bye.